Yo, welcome to another edition of the Speaker Geeker podcast. I'm your host, Steve, and I'm here with my partners. And we all sitting at tiny desks today. G and Tommy T. Yo,
what's happening?
Today's episode, we finna have some fun because we are focusing on February. Well, not just February's, but February is a big part of this. But the Tiny Desk concerts from NPR. If you don't know what those are, go to YouTube, type them in. You're missing some incredible little concerts that we definitely enjoy between the three of us. So today we're gonna be talking about definitely gonna be talking about the month of February and what they had going on for appreciation for the Black History Month. And also we're gonna be talking about some of our favorite moments from Tiny Desk as well. So get ready. Let's enjoy, as well as bringing you our favorites, y'all favorites. The news by Tommy T and What's in Your Speakers by G. So without further ado, please hit that subscription button if you find us on YouTube under the Speaker Geekers podcast page, as well as hitting the subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform so that you can get anything we are putting out. So without further ado, if I haven't asked y'all to subscribe enough, let's get this thing rolling, man. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good weeks for everybody?
Yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can't complain. February was a good month.
Okay.
Birthday month. Everything.
Yeah. You didn't go to the booty club, so
you and your partners
bury him in the booty club on his birthday. So I'm just saying.
No, I didn't go.
Didn't make it this time.
Maybe next time.
Missed out.
You don't want none of that. We ain't out to clear yet.
No, hell
no,
not at all. I'm scared to go in there. Like, ooh.
I don't want nothing to do with that shit, bro. I didn't even want nothing to do with it when it wasn't COVID.
Yeah,
I damn sure don't want nothing to do with it.
Nah. It ain't really my cup of tea, but
it's not.
To each his own.
Yeah, I've been a few times, but each time it got progressively less interesting.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, okay. This was nice, I guess.
This was fun while it lasted. Rather go do something else.
I don't know why, but it's cool when I go with a group of folks, but I'm just not making it out my way to go to the booty club.
Yeah.
Hell no.
But I'm with the homies. It's a good time. Hey, let's go to the booty club. I ain't gonna object. I'm like, all right, let's go. I've always been a drinker, not a tipper, so I just be in there drinking until I see something fantastic. I probably tip there. Right. I would tell y'all this story real quick, but I don't know. We got enough time.
Just save it, man. Just save it. Save that for another day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jay-Z has been in the news quite a bit. Well, in my news quite a bit. A few weeks ago, he sold 50% of what's that? Ace of Spade or something like that. The liquor. Made some cash and still owns 50% of it. So I'm like, man, this dude here. So yesterday, basically, Jay-Z launched his cannabis line, Monogram, a few months ago, right? So in Complex, I'm getting a lot of this from Complex, the website or whatnot. His cannabis line basically launched a national drug policy awareness campaign. So that's big just because the laws and everything associated with cannabis have changed. And there are a lot of black and brown people jailed now because of, because of like small marijuana charges and stuff like that. And then the industry itself is not equally represented as well. So Jay-Z, I obviously knew that he was going to come in and be kind of proactive about that because lately that's what he's been doing. Like with the NFL, you see more black representation at the NFL. That was a huge one when a lot of people was unsure about what he was doing. So that's big time, man, especially with cannabis being a growing industry. And a lot of, everybody knows somebody who smokes weed. Most people have tried it. You know, people try to say it's a gateway drug, but then, I mean, we all know it's the health benefits behind it. So, shout out to Jay-Z and his new business, Monogram, in the cannabis industry, man. That's huge, man. So I'm looking forward to like seeing what type of stuff they push out and what type of policies they try to get going and stuff to kind of direct the industry in a certain direction. So shout out to him about that. What else happened this week? Andra Day. Steve, you told us about this movie, The United States versus Billie Holiday. I saw it, but I didn't pay attention to what it was until you said something about it. She actually won a Golden Globe for her role in this, man. So that's huge, man.
Yeah, Best Actress.
Right. The second black woman to win this award.
Yeah. It was
Whoopi
amazing.
Goldberg won it in 1985 with The Color Purple. And Andra Day won it in 2021. The United States version. Right. Yeah. A very long span of time. Did you guys see the movie?
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, you know, I seen it because I told y'all to look at it.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man.
It's on my list to watch, man.
That movie there is, I know, look, we got a lot of movies that came out. I love the way that 2021 is popping off with with telling all of these stories from One Night in Miami to American Skin to even I just slipped my name.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that one, but I was going to say even the one that I can't remember the name. It started with an A. Antebellum. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Even that one.
That's with what's her name?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
Janelle. Yeah. Even with that, all these movies that we got that's popping off for, especially for Black folks, African American folks, for our story is amazing. But this movie right here, I know. I wanted, I know for a second we was like American Skin movie of the year, Judas and the Black Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah movie of the year, One Night in Miami movie of the year. But this movie here, The United States versus Billie Holiday, I feel like this one is movie of the year, just off of how she played the role, and then also looking into the actual song Strange Fruit, which is sampled in Blood on the Leaves and Kanye's record. I think it's in Story of OJ, a small sample, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But it's definitely in Blood on the Leaves. And the craziest thing is I've never heard the song before until this movie. And just how
real?
Yeah.
I've heard the Nina Simone version.
I wonder if I've heard that version.
That's the one I think is actually sampled in Blood on the Leaf.
That's the one that's sampled? Okay. Yeah. And I may have, but to sit down and actually pay attention to it, the way that this movie actually, depicts it and the whole situation that's going on with it, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone.
Please don't.
The way that it plays
watch
out
it tonight.
It's going like it's deep. That's all I'm saying. It's deep, and you're gonna look at things. We look at things different now, but when you look at that, you're gonna be like, oh man, wow. So I love the movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'm definitely either tonight or tomorrow. I'm checking it out, man.
Nah, that's gonna be like something I'm gonna have to catch up on the weekend because I'm behind. I haven't even seen Judas and the Black Messiah yet.
Man, you way behind, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to play catch up. There's a lot of stuff to watch, man. I gotta watch Dad. I gotta watch the little thing about the hip hop folks.
Yeah. See, I gotta catch up on that, man. I
gotta
seen that.
watch Snowfall. Like I got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Man. Yeah,
don't say that, man.
I'm not. I would let that go. Another thing to put on your list, man. Coming to America 2 is coming out on March 5th. I don't know if that's Thursday or Friday. It's Friday. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Coming to America was a classic movie. And so they finally came out with a number 2. I'm excited about it just because you get to see Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall redoing some of those old classic roles that they played, like the guys from the barbershop. Those guys are so funny. I don't think Sexual Chocolate may be in there. I don't know his real name. Randy. I think his name is Randy, but I think he's in there. You know, I know Tiana Taylor's in it. Wesley Snipes is in it. They bringing back the old cast, so I'm excited to see that, man. I'm probably gonna watch Coming to America 1 just to be like, okay, continuation, you know. So yeah, you guys get a chance, man. Go check out Coming to America 2. It's coming out on Amazon Prime, so that should be exciting as well. A few more things, guys. Tiger Woods, as you guys probably have heard, he was in a wreck this past week. I won't say not this weekend, but last weekend. He is just now like responding back to the people, telling them thank you for, he appreciates the concern. It's hard to explain how touching today was when I turned on the TV and saw all the red shirts. To every golfer and every fan, you're truly helping me get through this tough time. He tweeted that out on February 28th. What was that, yesterday? Sunday? Yeah. So, as we know, Tiger Woods was in that wreck a few weeks ago. Car rolled. I think he broke his leg, something like that. That's going to be a tough one for him to bounce back from. He's had plenty of surgeries. He had surgery on his legs to get through this one. So, just praying for him a speedy recovery, and hopefully we can get back to some old Tiger, you know, because he put some eyes on golf, man, that usually wouldn't do it, you know, wouldn't be thinking about golf, man. So a real true living legend, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got, guys. Cardi B said something this week. She would do a collaboration with Lizzo, but asked fans to stop pressuring her for music. I ain't even read the article. I just read the title of it. I seen somewhere before where she said like she likes to make music on her time. You know what I'm saying? And I remember after her first album, I don't even know the name of her first album. What was it?
Invasion of Privacy.
Yeah, that. After that, I was like, she has to come back with something like super good. Like she has to ride that wave. And I think I was wrong. I think Cardi B is an anomaly that she can actually come out with music when she wants to, and people are gonna listen to it. Just because when she came out with WAP, it was provocative. It got people's attention with basically the name of the song, you know?
Yeah.
And this last one, her last song, Up, I think that's the name of it, get people's attention with what she's saying in the song. So I personally think I was wrong when I said she needs to come out with something like right after that to be relevant in music. No, I think she's gonna be relevant in music until she gets tired of being relevant in music. You know, I think music has opened the door for her in a lot of different ways, as far as being able to do more than just shaking a butt and rapping on songs. But I think her relevancy in the music industry is going to be kind of long-standing. for at least 5 to 10 years, man. So
I can see him making a Snoop Dogg ass transition.
Yep.
Yeah.
DJ Cardi, man.
And just continuing to be around and be beloved by the hip-hop community.
Yeah.
For being who she is.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm like, there's no reason. I don't see a reason to pressure her to do music, man. Just enjoy it when it comes, man. It's kind of like Rihanna. Like if Rihanna ever came out with something, like people would, Rihanna, 3,000 probably would be the most successful person with coming out with music at this point, because everybody is anticipating it, you know? So I don't know. That's all I got, man. Is there anything that I left out or you guys want to bring up?
I want to add 2 things. I think it was this past week. I may be off on the timing, but the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was certified diamond recently. It's the 9th hip hop album to be certified diamond. All these damn albums, it's only 9.
Right.
It's only 9 of them. It's like her, the Beastie Boys, Outkast, Eminem has 2, and then Nelly has 1, and then it's 2 or 3 more, and then I can't think of who they are. But there's a few of them that like are on the cusp. Like they got like 9 million albums sold and shit.
Yeah.
But
how many do you need?
There yet. You need 10 million.
10 million.
Yeah. I think Get Rich or Die Trying is on the cusp. And then we've talked about it on the show before. Big Willie Style from Will Smith. It's like at 9 million and some change.
Right.
Both of those albums at this point, because you know they have to go back and count them stuff. At this point, they might be close to being diamond at this point.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. But
that's crazy, man.
But yeah, that's some big news, man. I think she was the first female hip hop
it's already there
to go diamond. You said what?
Let me see. It was the best-selling album in 2003, selling 12 million copies worldwide by the end of the year. It remains best-selling album with sales of 8.4 million copies in the United States and the 10th highest-selling rap album of all time in the country. Yeah, so
yeah, it's got to be 10 million in the U.S.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So what about worldwide?
Worldwide don't count because it's like different markets.
Oh, okay.
But not that it don't count, but it's not how they gauge it.
Yeah,
they just talking about here in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something I saw, and then something else was something else to be celebrated. I mean, we talk about this nigga's consistency all the time. I saw on the Hip Hop by the Numbers page this week that album that y'all was talking about from Currency is his 91st official project that he has put out. This nigga has put out 91 projects.
Man, you talking
Just
about
let
a man
that
working.
shit sit in your head for a second. This nigga has put out 91 projects, bro.
Yeah.
That's definitely for the love of the music.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed it. It don't feel like it.
No, it don't. But that's fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy, man. That's called work, man. Work ethic right there, man.
Yeah. Especially for like the most recent one to have been dropped and you'd be like, yeah, go check that out. Like, it's still good. 91 in. He's still doing good shit.
Right. Like, it's his vibe, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I really wasn't on him like how y'all were or are. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy listening to him, you know. It's the vibe, man, that he gives and what he's talking about. He talk about what he likes. You know, so yeah, shout out to him, man. Currency doing this thing, being Mr. Consistent. Just a good work ethic, man. He had a song, he just did a song with DC Young Fly. And I think that's dope just because he came on their show and they talked about it. And then, you know, now you get to see them working together on a song. So I think that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Steve, did you have anything?
Nope.
No? Man, well, let's get into it, man. So this February, month of February, we all celebrate Black History Month. Tiny Desk took it a step further, and they celebrated Black History Month this year. Like Tiny Desk usually put out like concerts, little small Tiny Desk concerts. When COVID was not around, I guess it was a studio at NPR that they set up. They have a live band and a bunch of artists will come through and do a few songs, and it's like an office setup that, you know, people in the office will be there and, you know, enjoying the music and stuff like that. I always wanted to be one of the people in the office to enjoy the music, man. But so this month in February, they decided to celebrate Black history with doing Black artists. One thing I didn't know is that they broke it up by the weeks. So the first week was jazz. I think the second week was R&B. Third week was hip hop. And then the fourth week was a wild card. Just to name the artists, February 2nd was Wynton Marsalis, a jazz artist. I'm going to go back and listen to these people. February 3rd, Emmanuel Wilkins. February 4th, Melanie Charles. And week 2, we got Michelle, can't say it, on February 8th. Michelle, I don't know, man. I'm trying it, but I can't say it. February 9th, Giveon. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then February 10th, we got Kia. And those are the R&B artists. February 15th, we had Rick Ross. February 16th, we had 2 Chainz. And then February 17th, Ray Khalil. And then on the wild card, it was February 23rd, Bartees Strange. February 24th, Sample the Great. February 25th, DeVito. And on February 26th, we had Kirk Franklin. I didn't get to catch all of them, but the ones I did get to catch, man, I enjoyed. So it was one that I was like, I can't get into it. But what were y'all thoughts on this series that Tiny Desk did? Like, how was the appreciation, and did you guys like it?
Yeah, I did like it. I liked it. I always like Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
First of all, even sometimes if I'm playing Tiny Desk on YouTube and it'll start to just play stuff, it'll play an artist that I've never heard and I'll still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because the vibe is normally just there. It's perfect for people who sing. Like it just is.
Oh yeah.
It's perfect for singers. I'm betting that people who sing, they put that as a goal of theirs at this point. It's like, I want to have a Tiny Desk concert where I go on there and I vibe out. Take a few people who play some cool instruments and we'll do our thing. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. I like that they had it broken up by categories, even though I didn't experience it that way. I still like that they had it broken up that way. And I'd like to see in the future, I'd like to see them do this again.
Yeah.
Like, for month of February to celebrate some Black artists.
Yeah. Man, I enjoy like the Tiny Desk, like you said, man, you get rolling with it and stuff like that. From the Black History Month standpoint, I didn't even find out about it. I think it was like right on February 1st. Me personally, I just didn't. I think what I liked the most about it was there was Black artists that wasn't necessarily known, but you knew what Tiny Desk was. Mm-hmm. I think what would have made it better for me personally was if it was a better mix of unknown artists and known artists. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a little bit more known artists there. You still have the same amount of unknown artists, but you put a little bit more of the known artists, especially in hip hop, because that's really the only spot that you put the known artists at. Everybody else, I felt like, well, of what I knew, like the R&B artists, You know what I'm saying? But you got 2 Chainz and Rick Ross, and then Ray Khalil. You know, so I don't know. I think
they had Kirk Franklin on there too.
Yeah, but everybody know Kirk Franklin, and the cool thing is they had Kirk Franklin on the end. So he
knew what they was doing with it.
Yeah. Y'all been listening to all this other music, man. Let's bring God into it. But he did his thing though. He did his thing, man. So just basing off of that, man, what was your favorite one that you listened to?
For me, favorite one would have to be the Kirk Franklin one. If we just talking about this week, it was. Although I don't think he was playing that keyboard.
He definitely wasn't playing that keyboard, bro. I had to go back and look at it too.
Y'all some hating ass niggas, man.
I'm just being honest. I don't think that he could be, but I don't think so. But
oh man,
I was really skeptical of like what was he gonna do, but the with all the singers and amazing talent around him, it was pretty amazing to hear. From there, I kind of put a runner up with I'm gonna butcher his name. Is it Giveon?
Yeah, it's Giveon.
Yeah, Giveon. I got it. I put Giveon, man. I was able to play Giveon at dinner with the family, and we just kind of vibed out with them as we were eating. So it was pretty cool, man. I really, really enjoyed I didn't listen to all of them, but the ones I did catch, I did really, really enjoy. So
yeah. What about you, G?
Yeah, I had to agree, man. I really enjoyed the Giveon one because that was the first one that I saw.
Yeah,
was the Giveon one, and I made sure that I wanted to check that one out because I've been like heavy on my stuff as of late. And I'm like, dude, cold, bro. Like I like dude, cool as hell. He got a cool ass voice. It's different. And and when I heard him come on there and start singing, and it sounded just like the song, I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, dude actually sound like what it sounded like on the song. And I was tripping off of that. But then after that, man, that Kirk Franklin, it catches your attention. It's very engaging. You got all them people on screen.
Yeah.
And they talented as people. And Kirk made sure he let you know that they was talented. He was like, we got the Grammy Award winning such and such. I'm like, all right, bro, we know what's up. We know y'all legit. But and then you got Kirk, who is just entertaining in and of himself.
Right.
Like just listening to him talk. He's just an entertaining person. It's literally his talent.
Is to
talk to people. Like that's it. That's all he do. And arrange songs for people. But then I guess like a close third would be the 2 Chainz joint. I actually like the 2 Chainz joint a lot. I like how it kicked off with like kind of playing the instrumentals, and then like later in it, then he brought in like the live band.
Yeah. It's funny that you guys bring up Kirk Franklin, man. For me, that was my favorite one. Me and my wife sat down and watched it, and we just sitting there singing, laughing. But the thing that we talked about when it came to Kirk Franklin is how Kirk Franklin has stayed relevant basically in 4 decades now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the 90s with Stomp just coming out with it, and from there just taking off. And my wife, she said, like basically his thing was he just stayed with young people. Everybody, was young around him. And she also made the point that he only broke 2 artists though. David and Tamala Mann. I was like, Mary wasn't in there with him. She was like, nah. But that's surprising, man. Like out of all the people that have sung with him, it's only 2 that have really like.
But did he even break them? I think their acting career.
I was gonna say I don't think they like it was because of Kirk, but they sung with Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. More so than and to be the type of artist that they are now. Basically coming out with an R&B album, but gospel-y, like with gospel tones to it. Man, it was kind of cool. But just Kirk Franklin is a another living legend that we have, and it was right, yeah. It's just like I'm interested to see how he will be remembered. You know what I'm saying? Because like, dude, it was like we were surprised that we had forgot about Kirk Franklin's Tiny Desk, and then it was like, oh snap, yeah. And then Steve brought up the what was it? He ain't playing the piano. I was like, well, let me watch it again, man. Let me watch this again, man. And yeah, he wasn't playing it. Either he was playing and it wasn't plugged up, or maybe he was like, seriously though, man. It'll be like he be talking.
That make it worse. That make it worse than he wasn't playing the piano.
Yeah.
But nah, I think they did that thing with him. I want to talk about the Rick Ross, because I think did you guys get to see the Rick Ross Tiny Desk?
I saw it. Yeah.
See, you see it?
Yeah.
Now, what was this background singer doing, man?
Bruh.
He was messing up. That's what he was doing.
Man.
Y'all talking about the one that was on the right side with
The
the
one that
pink
like
hair.
With the pink hair, yeah.
I forgot what his name was.
Yeah, that was not good.
No.
That was not good.
Right, man. Like
I don't know.
I was like, bro, like just be quiet, man. Just be quiet, man. I know you're getting paid to sing, but just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, man.
No, the background singers, they could have gone. They could have left that out.
Yeah, he didn't need them. I don't think. Like, he could have played the track and then been fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think
with somebody singing.
I think acoustically, if they was in a different room, I think the band would have sounded. The couple people he had there playing instruments would have sounded better. It sounded pretty noisy.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah, and then of course the background singers. I feel like by the time they got to Tears of Joy, which was the last song, that's when you could really hear the talent that the two singers had.
Mm-hmm.
Because throughout the rest, it was like, they don't sound well. I don't know if they were just cold or they didn't warm up or what. But it was to the end. I realized, I'm like, okay, I can hear this. I can hear why he
was there.
But before that, it was like, no.
It's like, man, they're distracting, man.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have powerful enough voices to be in there with no live band.
Yeah,
like y'all have heard me. I think y'all have heard me gripe about live bands before. And it's like, they don't know how to play to where it accentuates people's voices all the time. Like, except for like gospel. Gospel is really good at that. If you go to a church, they know how to turn it down and still play and like accentuate, they're singing softly now. Yeah. Like, they don't do that shit. Like, hip hop band players, they don't do that. They trying to come there and show you that they can play this goddamn bass or that they can play these motherfucking drums. And it's like,
I'm on these keys.
You're supposed to compliment, not drown.
Yeah.
Bro, it's hard as a mixer though, man. Like, I do the mixing. Well, did the mixing for my church, and man, just doing a live mix. It's challenging, man, when you knowing that you got the band over here that you need to get a certain mix for, and then you got the singers, and then the singers will be up and down. Like one song it may be up, and then the next song you can't hear them, and it's like, and they can't hear themselves, and and stuff like that. So it's a lot to play into it, but it's like, I was like, dude, I would have been so frustrated with dude, I would have cut his mic off. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. You need to get yourself together, man. Just stop it. We're about to stop. Let this man warm up or do something, man, because I know the mixer, whoever was mixing it, was like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was super quiet,
man. Dog.
I had to like check a couple times to make sure he was singing.
Yeah.
I was like, is he making noise at all?
Nah, he did some run. I guess they call runs when they like hold the note and do so. He did something. I was like, bro, that's uncalled for. You're not having a good day. Stop that, please.
When he sung Larry Hoover's name, I was like, no.
That was it. That was
it,
the part.
That man said, Larry Hoover. I was like,
stop it.
Like,
you need to let that go,
bro.
man. Would you please?
And you know, going back to that actual record, because that was the BMF record.
Yeah.
Which, you know, if you don't know that record, then I don't know where you've been. But that's the reason why I had to go back and listen to Teflon Dunk. I was like, they screwed that record up, man. I gotta go listen to the original in its entirety, because at a point in it, I just focused on Ross. I just said forget it. I just focused on Ross, and I enjoyed it that way. And that's the reason why I had to go back, and I was like, I just gotta go listen to Ross without this Tiny Desk, because this wasn't it. Larry Hoover.
Man.
I'm like, bro, no. Don't ever sing Larry Hoover's name.
Oh, man, no. Bro, it was so crazy, man. I was like, goodness gracious. Dang.
Like he said, don't ever sing.
Don't never sing it.
Somebody should have stopped right then and cut the music and said that. Don't ever sing his name.
I'm surprised Ross, you know.
I am too, bro.
Ross, you know, got the. But I'm wondering if he could hear something different from what if it wasn't portraying through the actual broadcast.
It probably was.
Because I do feel like the room acoustically just didn't work, and it seemed like there was a battle between the DJ's music and the band and the backup singer, and Ross is a real professional, because he got through it and he enjoyed it and he made it look incredible. Yeah. I just wonder, like, live in person, did it sound completely different? Because we could have went there, it would have been like, dude got some vocals, versus what we heard, and we was kind of like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely his mic was up too much. Like, I would have definitely pulled him down so quick.
I was sitting here cringing watching
I would hit him with one of these.
Just when they had faded their man up.
Right.
He would have never known.
Never known it. Because he would have heard himself. But now, man, that sounds bad.
I wonder if they even did a sound check. Because I know most of the time they do a sound check, get your levels, and that's where they leave it. Yeah, pretty much tape down the knob and be like, don't touch this knob. So that's why I kind of wonder if what it sounded like live versus there. But I will say though, the band playing Aston Martin music and
was dope.
I think they played Maybach music too. It sounded really, really good versus you know.
Man, I was sad when they played Aston Martin music, because I actually loved that song. Yeah. And I love Chrisette Michele in that song. And so to hear two guys trying to do that, I was like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. This is not for you.
To hear him sing Drake's part of
that was so bad.
And I was like,
he did. I was like, I can't believe you, guy.
I mean, he was trying whatever it was. I was just like, ouch.
Hey, who said, somebody was like, Rick Ross owed somebody a favor. And that was the favor.
He probably was.
He was the favor.
But at a moment, it seemed like he was into it with them, and like even when he told him like you could tell that his interaction was good. So I don't know. What did they hear that we didn't? Because
I don't know. Man, they had some in ears. They had to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know Ross had it in here. I saw it with the Maybach Music logo on it.
So they had them in ears, man, and they probably the in ears they got themselves up to hear. You know what I'm saying, to kind of keep on beating stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. You know when you don't sound good.
Yeah, man.
You know when you're like, I'm off. I don't know. You know, so. But that's the thing. When I saw that one, I was just like, it was hard to get through. I got through it. You know what I'm saying? But it was tough because dude was distracting. First off, he had pink hair. That was the first thing. And then, you know, for him to sound like me out there, it's like, damn.
That man couldn't blend in no facet of the word. Like, this man was visually distracting.
Right.
Auditorily. Like, I'm just sitting there looking at him the whole time.
I was like,
damn,
good.
I need to just look at Rick Ross.
Right.
Ross over here having the time of his life doing
the blast.
Yeah. And this man over here just fucking up,
man.
And
Why
at
y'all
one
didn't tell that
point,
man to put a hat on, man?
at one point at the end, he walks right in front of the band, and I'm like, bro, just walk in front of your mic stand. Like, you would have been not in front of anyone but who you were supposed to be in front of. He walks right in front of the band.
No,
like,
why are you moving, man? Just stand there and sing.
At that point, Ross had him hyped up, and at that point, I could hear him. I was like, okay, now I can hear his actual voice and his singing. So whatever they did, it worked. But it just then he walks in front of the band. I mean, I'd rather see the band than you. You know, but hey, nevertheless, you know.
Yeah. No, but I think what they were doing was good though, man. With them two big artists, Rick Ross, and then you got 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz jump was so dope.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
Like started off getting a pedicure,
right, at his shop.
Yeah,
like that's why I think it's cool. Like 2 Chainz bought up he got a restaurant down here. I didn't know he had a nail shop down here, but he invested in a nail shop. He do a lot of investments down here, and it's cool. You know, to show people that stuff, man. I just think that was dope.
I don't know why it's funny hearing that he has a nail shop.
Right.
It's just funny. It's a great investment, but man, it just sounds
it just sounds funny, right?
Yeah.
It just sounds funny, man. But I think that was dope, you know, and the mix on that was pretty good and everything like that. So I don't really have no complaints about his. It's just kind of like a nice little groove that he had going on there. Mm-hmm. It is the one that I didn't like, or it wasn't for me, and this is okay, is Sample the Great. I probably gave it like 5 or 6 minutes of my time, and then I was like, nah, this one ain't for me. I had never heard of this artist, or they was talking about it in the For the Love of Good Music group. So I was like, let me check it out. Everybody else seemed to know who this person was. I checked it out, and I was like, nah, I don't know who this person is, and I probably would never listen to their music again. I don't know, man. It just wasn't hitting with me. Was there one that you guys listened to that you was like, nah, I'm gonna just not go with this one? Or did you guys pretty much just listen to who you knew?
No, I listened to by accident. I listened to the DeVito one, and I didn't know who that was. And it wasn't that it was bad. It was just I didn't know anything about it, so it was just background music. Yeah. I don't think it was terrible.
Right.
Like it wasn't like I didn't have the same reaction that you did. Right. No, this ain't for me. No, I didn't have that kind of reaction. It was just like I don't know who this is, man. I can't sing along. I don't know who it is. It's just kind of awkward.
Yeah. Because the way that they're built up is more of an intimate setting, so you kind of want. It is like you want to sing along. You want to be, you know. That's just kind of how it feels. For me, I just only listen to the ones I knew at the moment, except for some. Like I didn't get to the Wizkid, I didn't get to 2 Chainz, but because what ended up happening for me was I kind of ended up let it play. It just played, and you know how it goes to the next one. So then I end up down the whole Tiny Desk rabbit hole. So from there, I was at Anthony Hamilton. I was at Mac Miller. I was at I found her. I listened to Summer Walker's because I didn't know Summer Walker had one. I went down a whole nother rabbit hole and I didn't get to no one else. So forgive me, everyone else who was on the Black History Month edition of it. I'm gonna go back and check out. I'm really gonna go back and check out all of them. But yeah, I got from Kurt to Ross to Giveon, and then boom, I was down the rabbit hole.
Use this,
after that series. There's no turning back. After I heard Anthony Hamilton come on, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I was like, oh, I'm here. Yeah. Never mind.
Like I said, that is the perfect setting for that man too.
Right.
Like, that is the perfect setting for his music. Him. Have y'all seen the Toby Junt.
Yep.
Yeah, that Junt is good.
Yep.
Oh, wait, one boy.
Yeah, his Junt is really good. I've seen the Crit Junt.
Yep.
I've seen, what else did I see? I think I saw the Her one that you was talking about.
Yeah, I seen
that one was pretty good. I didn't expect nothing less from her. But she just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been down that rabbit hole.
Bro, I done seen like all the ones you just named. Anderson .Paak is probably my favorite one. I don't know if it's Pac or Pack. Is it Pac?
On the beer commercial, they said Pack.
Yeah.
I don't go with the beer commercial though.
But like everywhere else, it sounds like they say Pac.
Yeah.
So it's either one.
Yeah. His is completely dope, man. Who else? Gucci Mane.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, Gucci Mane is dope. Miguel has one.
I can imagine Miguel's being pretty good.
And he's I can't remember if he's playing a guitar or it's just him and a guitar. I think.
I see. Hold up. I have to check because
Miguel got a very good singing voice.
Man, dog, we saw Miguel at One Music Fest, bro.
Yeah.
What a show.
No, that nigga has a very crisp, clean ass voice.
What a
ridiculous.
Show.
Yeah. Miguel is amazing, actually.
Yeah.
He's a great entertainer.
I'm trying to think who else was like.
I gotta think about the leg drop every single time.
Right.
I think of Miguel. I think of the leg drop.
That's messed up. That's that man. That's part of his identity now.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It just is what it is now.
Mac Miller got one, man. That was dope.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
The Mac Miller one is probably my favorite one.
That's right up his alley too, because like some of his last couple albums, he got a lot of that live instrumentation on his albums anyway.
Yeah.
And he worked with people like Anderson .Paak and like CeeLo and people like that. So
T-Pain
right I seen T-Pain Junt too. Yeah.
Yeah. T-Pain's is the most I say surprising because you don't realize how good of a singer he actually is.
Right.
I think that was the first one I actually saw was T-Pain.
Have y'all seen Jasmine Sullivan one?
Oh, I watched that one too. I saw that today.
Yeah, that one's dope. But it's dope. Yeah, it's dope.
I think when they was doing something at home, what's the two girls named Chloe and Holly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did one. I watched theirs too.
One. I like theirs.
That one proved that they could sing.
I always thought they could sing.
Yeah. No, I know they could sing,
never
but
did think they could
we
sing.
always said that. Well, Tommy always said, really, it was like they just sound like Beyonce.
They do.
But then listening to that one, you could hear that they was totally not Beyonce, and they got some amazing voices. So that one was amazing as well. And I just passed it actually.
Who was the guys? What's JID is in this group. Earth Gang is in this group.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name?
Gang, Spillage Village.
Spillage Village. They have.
I just want to say, yeah.
Like all these, I was like, I couldn't remember what
that one. I bet that's good.
That one. Dope.
I didn't know they had one, and then I came across it by accident. I was like, whoa. Spillage Village.
Mm-hmm.
They got like a fucking super crew, bro.
That was when I first found out about them. Yeah,
they got everything, bro. They got
everything.
Rappers, singers, they got everything in there, bro. It's a trip.
Ty Dolla $ign, he got one.
Yeah, okay. I really, really enjoyed that one as well. It's kind of I think a piece of it is a dedication to Mac Miller.
Yeah, it is.
So it's definitely dope. Freddie Gibbs is always a favorite. Freddie looked perfect there. And I think it really fits like artists who have like a niche, a small following. One that I was surprised was Burna Boy. I didn't know he had one. And I was like, whoa. I remember talking about Burna Boy a little while ago on one of our mini podcasts. And I was surprised that he had one. I was like, wow. So I need to go listen to that one. And check it out.
Damian Marley got one too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Who's somebody y'all would like to see on there?
Bro, it seemed like they got everybody. Michael Jackson? No.
Come on, bro.
I say Currency, man.
Currency.
I don't
yeah.
think Currency has one. I want Jay-Z on it. Even though we kind of got one, it's just not Tiny Desk. But you remember the live one that Jay did?
Yeah.
It's kind of that. But I would love to see Jay on it because I think the way he would do it would be incredible.
Zaytoven had one.
Zaytoven. Come on.
He did.
I need Jeezy on it.
You need Jeezy on there?
Jeezy got
I'm actually anti-rappers doing it from here on out.
Really?
Because that background singer nigga for Rick Ross is kind of ruined. And I'm just like, I don't want to have to go through that ever again.
I would like to see Drake with one, man.
Drake would probably be a good person to do one. I'd like to see.
You say you don't.
You don't want
I
that?
don't because I don't. I don't know if we would have.
She got one, though.
Does she? She probably does have one.
Yeah.
I don't know how he would be. Like
he would have some. Drake is always songs though, man.
Because I don't know anything about him outside of his like music. Like, so I don't know how entertaining he is as an artist.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm thinking of people who would
I need Missy Elliott. That's what I need.
Oh, absolutely. I'm thinking about people who would engage with the audience there. Like the one with Summer Walker. At first I was like, oh, she doesn't look like she's happy to be there. Mm-hmm. But the music sounded so great. But then when she spoke, she was like, I have social anxiety, so please bear with me. But I am ecstatic to be here. I just got really bad social anxiety. And that was enough for me to be like, oh, okay, I get it. Thank you for giving me that piece. And that's why I feel like Drake's music would be great there, but I feel like Drake wouldn't share shit with us. Wouldn't. And we'd be just looking at him, just be like, oh, that was great, but
he just go through the songs and then get out of there.
And then he just leaves.
Side him out.
Side him out.
Yeah, you was like,
man, I'm trying to think, man.
They can do Chris Brown if he ain't got one.
Chris Brown would definitely be a nice one.
Chris Brown.
Bun B. I would like to see them. Scarface, I would like to see him.
Dance, so.
Devin the Dude. I would love to see Devin the Dude with a tiny ass.
Awesome. I would fuck with that.
Yeah. I would be like, man, y'all got to give us an hour. Come on, man.
I would want Red and Method Man together.
Red and Method.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Could that be incredible? Like,
didn't Wu-Tang do one?
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
They did
one. I'm trying to think of some singers that I would want to see on there.
I want to see some old school singers. Give me Patti LaBelle.
Like the Isley Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Isley Brothers?
But you know something, man.
Nigga. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. You know something, though, man.
Oh, my
like,
goodness.
That's the transition from music, though, you know? Like, because all those guys, they would just bring the group. They wouldn't, that would be it.
They don't need no band. It's just them.
It's the group.
We are the band, nigga.
Right. but now, it's we need to come in, and the music doesn't sound the same. The music sounds completely different now with the band. For me, it sounds better. But like those old school singers and stuff, man, that sound would translate so well. Man.
Like hearing like how they do those intros and stuff before they start the song, they be long as hell too. Intro be 3 minutes long. You be like, God damn, nigga.
Damn, what song are we listening to?
All I gotta hear is "You Dropped a Bomb on Me," and the intro, the beginning of that is just so like, just for them to do that. And then just drop that record and be like, "You dropped a bomb on," and that room would go crazy.
Yeah,
you dropped a bomb on me, baby.
Charlie Wilson to go ham in there, bro.
I seen Charlie live too. That's an experience. Yeah,
I bet that was nice.
I want Genuine. Give me Genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he just stay in the seat.
Now I'm still trying to think what singers would I want to hear on there.
I can see Genuine with
definitely for sure.
Yeah. Come on,
man. Hey, I think I don't know why, but I think Genuine get the grinding on his chair. He wouldn't stay in that seat long. It all go left. He just do that. You know that's gonna be like the last song.
Give me Kim. Where is Kim at?
Kim has one.
Oh, he got one?
Yeah.
Shit, I need to check that out.
Yeah, he got one.
I just want to hear Love Call. That's it.
Hey, that's that one.
It is.
That is that one.
Man.
So, with all of them being, with us having a transition with the pandemic from having the actual layout of the Tiny Desk, the actual setup, to them having to be at home due to it. I don't want to seem like one's better than the other, but which one do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy that Tiny Desk stage setup?
Yeah.
Or is the ones where like they're at home in their own kind of setup better?
No, I like the Tiny Desk setup just because it's a we know you came out. You went out to them to do it, and you're in their space, and it's like more inviting. You know what I'm saying? Like when at the beginning when I was like, I wanted to be at the office that day.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the feeling it gives versus when they're at home. They're just at home in their own setting. They gonna make up this spectacular stage to sit on.
Yeah,
but at the Tiny Desk, it's literally you're at this desk.
Yeah.
And
you're at the Tiny Desk.
You're at the
like
Tiny
somebody
Desk.
came into your job today and just performed for you.
Right.
And it's like, hey, that's dope.
That's dope as fuck, man.
For me, it seems like they're in the library because the books is behind them.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it is a library or not, but it seems like they're in the library and they're just pretty much breaking the rules. Like it's loud as shit in the library. Like yes,
like
you come in there.
Yeah.
Hey, like the librarian is losing her shit right now.
Man.
Shh. Like we jamming the hell out. It's like being at college. I went to MTSU and we had this like 3-story, I want to say almost 4. It was either 3 or 4-story library. It's huge. And it's like, we decided to take over one floor over somewhere in the corner.
Like
and
4 floors.
Yeah. And we like just hid out in the corner, got somebody come perform, and we just broke all the rules. And it was just amazing part in the library. So that I think that's,
we had a party in the library when I was at UT.
Man, it was like 3 years.
Flash rave.
Yeah, it was a rave.
Yeah, I was in it. It's a video and everything. Yeah, it's a video of me crowd surfing in the library, floating around YouTube somewhere.
Dog, man,
that was fun as hell.
That was so much fun, man. You ain't even scared that somebody gonna drop you, man.
No, bro, they was making sure you wasn't gonna fall too.
Right,
like,
right.
No, send them that way. Don't let them fall. I was like, these niggas for real carry.
Yeah, bro.
That's good. That's good. How big was y'all library at UT anyway?
Oh, it was huge, bro.
Oh, huge, bro. That was ridiculous.
Bro.
It was like 6 stories.
Yeah. And it was new.
It's stupid big, bro. It's stupid big.
Crazy, man.
I can't remember how big ours was, but it was big enough. So
yeah,
man.
I know when I went to University of Memphis, I was like, "This it." I was like, "This the library."
This it, man.
That's like when I went to Austin Peay's campus and we drove by, and I was like, "Oh." He said, "This is block." No disrespect to any of them colleges.
Yeah, man.
We went to huge colleges, which UT was bigger than MTSU. But if you came to MTSU ain't no small fry either.
Yeah.
A lot of people trying to walk on them hills across campus. It's funny.
Them hills ain't no joke. Man, but I really appreciate what Tiny Desk is doing, man. They give people the opportunity to play some of their music live. And by the way, I want to say Megan Thee Stallion did a Tiny Desk too.
I seen it.
Yeah, she did. The only way I saw that one was because they made fun of him and put Steve Harvey's face on it.
Oh, I
saw that. I never seen the actual Tiny Desk, but I saw that. And that was so
it was too funny.
Man,
but no, I really appreciate what Tiny Desk has done with that and the music industry, man. It's definitely a gem that we have access to on their YouTube and everything. NPR really was thinking when they started doing this, man, and it goes back for a very long time. like 6-7 years of stuff. So in your spare time, when you get a chance, just if you haven't looked at it or never heard of it, go check it out, man. Tiny Desk is just enjoyable through and through, man. With that being said, man, this Black History Month with the Tiny Desk, like I said earlier, I wish they would have had more known artists with the same amount of unknown artists that they had, just to draw more attention to what's going on. But I enjoyed it still, man, with the artists that they had. Kirk Franklin was the best, like, that was the best gift that they could give with Tiny Desk. With the Black History Month coming to a close, or came to a close at the end of the month, do you feel like going forward they should, like, at least kind of mix it in a little bit more, like, directive with the music artists that they bring on to the Tiny Desk, or just kind of like whoever's hired or whoever agrees to it type of thing? Or do you think the theme Tiny Desk series is something that's going to be here for a while?
I think they can continue to do how they've been doing it. Just kind of grabbing random people and just being like, hey, man, you want to do a Tiny Desk concert?
You want to come up real quick, man, and do a concert?
They be like, sure. And they come in, because it don't never be bad.
Yeah.
It don't ever be just like terrible where you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? It's always like a great experience to see it. So I think they should just keep on, like, just pulling artists. Whoever's available, pull them in, let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, I think it's a great platform for up-and-coming artists, as well as established artists, as well as, you know, people who have who are in their prime. So, I think it can continue to go because it's so versatile. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't even mentioned, like, Billie Eilish is on there, and all these other people who have been featured on it as well. So, absolutely, man, it can keep going. It can do as much as it wants. As far as the theme months, I think that'll be great. It adds something different. I mean, I think this month is
National Women's. Yeah, like Women's Day is this month, but I don't know about the month.
I think it's like Women's History Month or something like that.
Yeah, Women's History Month.
Women's Heritage Month.
Maybe.
Or something. Yeah,
it's a month for the women.
Yeah. We sound terrible.
We sound awful,
absolutely freaking terrible.
Yeah, we do.
Let me look this up.
Look, I started Googling.
But I think that, you know what I'm saying, the thing they can utilize this, give us all women, man. Give us, and then sprinkle them all in. It don't matter.
Women's
all types of genres.
Month.
And I think it'll be, I just think it'll be amazing.
Women's History Month.
There we go. Women's History Month.
There it is. March is officially Women's History Month. So celebrate women in their history. Tiny Desk series. I want to thank you guys for putting on the series. And to our listeners, I want to thank you for listening to another episode of the Speaker Geekers podcast. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, so you'll know when we drop a new one and new content. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Tommy T the Third. You got Steve at the Great Steve O Steve, and you got G at instantly_G. Yeah, man, great conversation. Let us know what your thoughts on this Black History Month Tiny Desk series. Let us know who you are looking forward to seeing, because 9 times out of 10, they are going to have a Tiny Desk if they don't have one already. So let us know in the comments. You guys got anything?
I need a future Tiny Desk. I take a Plies Tiny Desk.
This might always gonna throw Plies.
It might ain't the Plies, man.
Plies gonna get put in there every time. Man.
Plies singing "Bust It, Baby" to a live band. Our goons. Yeah, my goons out rolling.
Man, that and Shawty.
Yeah.
Hey, she
Bring
still my
T-Pain
joint.
back.
Bring T-Pain in there.
Bring him back on there so we can hear that.
I
Man,
want
that's-
that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like have a co-op like
Yeah.
type of deal where you can have, say it's
Megan
an
Thee
artist.
Stallions had one like that. Like she
what
had
you
a
mean?
group. Like that was the band and they were singing and stuff like that behind her. So
They were actually a group that we know.
well, we don't know them, but it was
Yeah. No, that's what Steve was saying though.
Yeah.
Like,
just somebody
people
that we know.
do
I'm talking about
okay.
say if we had
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to
somebody did that though.
They
Just
could do
together.
like a theme of like rappers and like R&B artists. Like
They need to have
together. 'Cause they could do
Outkast
like
back up there.
they could do like who is it? Like y'all just said Plies and
T-Pain.
T-Pain, and then you may have like Fabulous in the Dream.
Mhm.
You may
Yeah.
have like a bunch of different things like that.
That'd be dope, man. I watch them. With just whoever.
Yeah, I'm checking it out. I'm gonna be there.
Right. I'm coming to work that day, man. Oh man. With that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.